All right, here we go. Math 9 semester class. It is April 20th right now, and I'm doing another video for you guys on the next little part of polynomials here. Hope you're having a good day. Looking out the window here at my neighbor's roses just blowing in the wind. I'll use them as my feedback today for the lesson. So if they start falling asleep, I'll know when to stop. Okay, here we go. So we're going to talk about polynomials. We're going to talk about something called the distributive property. And so after this video, which is not very long actually, this is actually a pretty quick process, then I'll have a PDF attachment linked to the teams, which will be the similar process. So watch this video and learn the distributive property. Here's what I want you to consider is this question here to kind of segue into the algebra. Now this is not an algebra question because there is no variable. If I asked you 3 times bracket 5 plus 2, the way that you would tackle that right now would be the BEDMAS way, because you would follow the order of operations, which would be, you would say, okay, I see brackets, you would do this first, and you'd go 3 times 7, because the brackets would lead to a 7, which would give you 21, and you'd be done. Nothing new there. Another way that you could look at this, now I don't advise you looking at it this way, but you'll see why I'm showing you this in the next little part. One thing that someone noticed, if you took the same question, and instead of doing the brackets first, which is a little bit cheeky because you're kind of defying BEDMAS, you could distribute the 3 into both of these and multiply. So 3 times 5 would be 15, and 3 times 2 would be 6, and 15 plus 6 leads to the same answer, just done it in a different way. Now the reason I've shown you this is 2 reasons. One is this is what the distributive property is when a number distributes itself into the brackets. But the reason I had to show you this is because your work today with polynomials is going to look like this. And why BEDMAS is no longer any good is because you can't add x plus 2. Those are unlike terms. So BEDMAS comes to a screeching halt here. It's like, you can't do that. So the only way to work with this is to distribute the 3 by multiplying it into both. So you would end up with 3 times x, which would be your multiplying rules that you did earlier, which is 3x, and then 3 times positive 2, which would be positive 6, and that would be your answer. So 3 times x plus 2 in brackets, distributed becomes 3x plus 6, and that's what your distributive property is. That's literally the lesson today, right there. So it's actually pretty quick. And it's all about multiplying and this number distributing into the brackets. So here are 5 examples to look at. So it is quick if you just know what you're doing, like anything in math. So the instructions would say either multiply or multiply using the distributive property, and then they give you a question like this, which you would look at and go, okay, can't do what's in the brackets, not like terms. So I'll distribute. And you'd end up with 5x. And then 5 times positive 7 is positive 35. And there's your answer. 5x plus 35. That's it. Done. It's quick. So as far as the work, just do the 2 little arrows that are the distributive arrows and then show your answer. The next guy for B, same thing. The 4 distributes in 4 times 2x. The 4 and the 2 can multiply to give you 8x. And 4 times negative 7, negative 28. Done. That's it. Beautiful. Next one. The negative 3 distributes in. Negative 3 times positive x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 11 is positive 33. Just be careful with the signs. Check the answers. Make sure you get in the right signs, otherwise you've made a mistake. Last 2 examples. So you might have something like this where it's not just a number out front but a monomial. Well, it does the same thing. It just distributes in. So 5x squared times 7x, well 5 times 7 is 35. X squared times another x to the power of 1 is x to the power of 3. And the last one, 5x squared times positive 1. 5 times 1 is just 5, and x squared times no other x's stays in x squared. And there's your distributed answer. The only twists I can see them doing to you would be just to add more distribution to do. So here you got this -5 multiplying this mess. Distribute, distribute, distribute. The more things inside, the more distributing you have to do. But just take it one step at a time. -5 times 5x squared, -25x squared. There's that arrow done. -5 times positive 10x, -50x. There's that arrow done. And -5 times -4, negative times negative is positive, 5 times 4 is 20. And there's that arrow done. And you are done because these are all unlike. Over. That's it. Okay, so there is a sheet to do the practice with this. That's a pretty quick little video. Have fun with distributing. The roses are almost falling asleep, so I'm going to stop right there. Have fun distributing. Over and out.